What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, and we have another match of the final SCW 40 Finals tournament. We have Mr. Dingo up in the top left playing as Terran in this first game versus Jose playing under the name LMX Lancharita. He will be Protoss in the top right position. So yeah, we're going to see a best of 7 between these two. We previously thought they were the exact same person, but here we are, proof that they're not. They're playing against each other, and let's see which of these two players are better. This is a little sneak peek. Shout out to SCW Lucas for giving your boy these replays before the series is actually over. So I'll be casting the first 4 games because I guess it's pretty late in Peru and Jose had to go do something. So we have the first 4 games, but some of these games are a bit long. I have seen the replay files sizes, and yeah, so we'd probably have to do this in 2 casts anyway, but let's see how she goes. We have Jose starting off with a Nexus first here into a Forge. Going to be getting his Gateway next, and then coming back to put a couple of cannons here at the choke. We'll probably see 2 gas following that and go into very quick drops. More standard open here for Dingo. Going to go into the 3 barracks, scouting the middle for any mid builds. Normally we do get 2 cannons here. Sometimes people get greedy with 1, but 1 you can still get Ling run-bys and stuff. 2 stops usually Lings from running by. This Marine actually going to come in here and maybe be able to apply some pressure to this choke. Going to get distracted by that probe though, which is unfortunate for him, but it will take him down, maybe deny some scouting. We do see that gas starting after that 3rd barracks. We'll see if he's going to go for that quick academy. SCV AFK in a little bit here, focusing on killing this probe out on the map. Do you see that 2 gas going down? We'll probably see a Cybernetics core very shortly here. Do you see that core? And it's going to go right into 2 robos. Once Dingo scouts Jose's choke, he's going to probably throw down a triple command center. That is the most common follow-up into an eBay. Sometimes though, this build could be the 2 robos into a Citadel with a Reaver drop at the front with Zealot speed legs to break down before tanks get out. But we'll see exactly the version that Jose is going to go for here. We do see that command center going down. We'll see if he goes for that triple or not. Marines chasing down this Zealot out here. Jose still not scouted his opponent. And actually going to go for a DT rush, it looks like here. So we're going to go throw down that Citadel first and go right into a Templar of Archives before the robotic facility. Not sure how much I like that. I guess that could catch the triple command center off guard, but we do see the engineering bay going down as well as that factory before that 3rd command center. So this looks good for Dingo. Jose going to sneak this Zealot in here. Let's see if it actually gets inside or if these Marines are going to be able to kill it. So that's actually pretty big. Going to get that first Zealot in here. Throwing down a Gateway and 3 more cannons here at the front. Does not want to be broken down. Does see that there's a fair amount of Marines. Did see that Robo going down. So maybe a DT drop is what he's going to be going for here. Zealot going to get all the information it needs. Even going to get a couple shots off on that SCV, but the SCV does do a nice little maneuver there to get himself out of harm's way. Gonna get supply blocked here if he's not careful. We're gonna throw down some depots here at the front. He's going to stop any any zealot mass that could be happening behind that choke. Sometimes a sneaky little choke into a bunch of gateways and just do a mass zealot attack to catch the Terran off guard is a possible thing. But Dingo playing this fairly safe. Now throwing down that triple after he does get all of his tech up and going. A safer version of that, but still exactly what you want to do in this situation. Gonna see 2 DTs being built immediately, I imagine. And yeah, he's going to go for just a DT drop, which I just don't think is going to do too much damage here. He does have scans. Probably going to throw up at least 1 turret here at the main. Looks like he's actually going to go for some turrets on the side here. Do you see 1 scan go down? And he's actually going to see the dropship, but not the quick Templar of Archive. So he's going to know that the dropship is out. Probably going to pull these Marines around. Going to finish the wall maybe, and then put the Marines over here, the safest area, most likely. And also building a Wraith, which is nice too. Going to be able to pick off that dropship. The first dropship coming in though, right now, going to be also seen by this Marine. So Dingo going to have perfect vision on this drop. Going to be able to put these Marines in position. Going to stim forward and not going to be able to pick off that dropship, but is going to deny it entry. And now that he has turrets all around, this is a successful defense for Dingo. So I am going to speed this up a little bit, since, spoiler, this is probably going to be a bit of a longer game. Both of these players now in a precarious situation. Another scan going down by Dingo, going to see exactly what he is up against. Lots of cannons going down to prevent a quick tank drop. Not what Dingo is going for though. DT here just detecting that choke, and Marine out here gonna give him something to click on for any temp drops, and also sending out these Wraiths for just more detection on those drops that are inevitably gonna come. Still only though a single robotics facility here from Jose. Going for goon speed and +1 speed. Okay, no, he does have 2 more robots up here and a bunch of high Templars. So going to go for maybe a very large mass drop here, which looks like he's going to go for. Not going to go for the temp drops. And Dingo doing a pretty good job defending this so far. Going to counter this pretty nicely here with the Wraith and the bunkers around here, with continuing production of bio. Not going to overcommit to his choke, but another thing that can happen is Jose can do a mass drop on the choke, followed up with a bunch of gateways and just break through the front. But I'm hearing a lot of scans from Dingo, so Dingo getting some very good information, being very proactive with those comm stats, and doing a nice job knowing exactly what's going on here. So we're going to see that first drop, or I guess the second drop coming in here. DT picking off that Marine, which is going to make sure that no one can see this. The Wraiths are going to be out of position here. So we'll see how well this drop does. Dingo at 75 supply. Not sure how much I like this, dropping it in the corner. I guess it's not too bad. Nice storms there, picking off a bunch of Marines, and doing a pretty good job on those Wraith, picking them off. The Wraith's going to go over here though, and should be able to defend this fairly easily. Nice job picking off the Reavers, but oh, actually, you know what? Maybe that wasn't the worst drop, but also not exactly what you wanted as Protoss. Still getting some things done, but not any kind of economical damage. This will easily be rebuilt here. The SCVs were pulled just in case. These Templars going to turn into Archons. And yeah, this game is going to continue. Dingo at a nice, good supply. And it looks like Jose going to go right into carrier. So not even going to bother with the gateways. I'm not a big fan of this from Jose. Just giving Terran this much time is just not exactly what you want, and he's constantly scanning, so he's going to know. And another drop here that I actually did miss, but not going to really do anything of importance anyway. Going to be shut down Reavers just landing in here. And you can see Dingo hasn't committed a ton to the turrets on the bottom, as it's just more likely that the Protoss is going to be dropping from this direction. We do see both of the air upgrades going down for Jose. Jose and Dingo both at 90 plus SCVs workers. But right now, I would say this is favorable for Mr. Dingo. Jose doing a classic 4 Pro mass. Let's see what he scanned. Yeah, he scanned. He wants to see when those carriers are going to start being built. Is going to start pushing out here and seeing that the cannons at the choke are beginning. Another huge drop coming in here with High Templars and Zealots. We'll see if he actually goes for the main or just going to go for another corner drop to maybe inch himself in. This DT doing work right here. So he's going to go through the front here. Let's see if he actually just drops on the choke. No, he's going to go right into it. Nice reaction here by Dingo. Going to pick off a couple of those shuttles before they're actually able to drop. Storm's going to go down 90. Going to get at least 50 workers there. So pretty good drop there. But again, Dingo now has been 13 minutes with a full economy. And it's not going to affect him too much. You're going to be able to rebuild those SUVs without hurting him too much. The mass cannons going down for Jose, and the carrier production has begun. So we're going to see carriers. Luckily for Dingo, he has been upgrading both of his air and his ground. Oh, I thought he was. He has 3 armories. Doesn't have a 4th one. Does want to get down a 4th armory here soon, so he can get all of those air. Okay, he does have a 4th armory. Maybe I'm just blind. Was he just building that? I'm not sure. But yeah, we're gonna see all of those upgrades going for Dingo. Another scan gonna go down. Just scanning those stargates to see when those carriers are going to be coming out. But he is going to be preparing for carriers now. Getting that lockdown upgrade and gonna start building some ghosts. Sometimes this happens to me all the time too. I misclick the ghost and build fire bats. So that looks like what's happening here with Dingo. He did mean to build ghosts, but he is building fire bats. I can relate to that mistake. This DT doing work, getting lots of information. What is this? Oh, just another temp drop. Actually gonna send these Wraith in. Nicely done to start picking off some of these carriers. No observers yet for Dingo. Gonna have to go under the shield of these cannons. But nicely done. Nice little maneuver. That's the power of all these scans. And building a lot of turrets on that side. A little bit vulnerable down here still, but not too big of a deal. Once again, I am going to speed this up, as this isn't an action-packed game. This is quite turtly, both players respecting each other, and don't want to play anything too risky. Doesn't want to move out and lose all of his army. Dingo slowly getting back up to his full supply here. A little bit mangled on these SCVs here on the side. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with his SCVs. But both players are maxed. Jose building a big cannon wall around the Terran player. And Dingo, yeah, not quite reacting as well as I would like to see him react. I'm getting some corrupt vibes from this replay, but maybe I'm just tripping. Jose going to start moving out here, which is what you want to do once the Protoss player is building carriers. We see 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah, full control group of carriers now moving out. Reaver and Archon just going to slowly stop these tanks from doing damage onto these cannons. Going to pull these Marines out to start picking off some interceptors, and yeah, we'll see how these carriers do. Still not many gateways from Jose. Jose just really focusing on building up those cannons. And yeah, the carrier is going to be safe with this observer and a bunch of cannons to run back to. Going to start picking away at the choke, but picking away at the choke isn't really super significant if you don't have any mass behind it. Nice little maneuver here from Dingo is lifting off his command center, putting it on top of his main so it cannot be easily clicked on and picked off. Losing some race there too, those cannons trying to chase down those carriers. Got some hold position Valkyries here that are going to be good picking off of those interceptors. And yeah, a bunch of ghosts that are ready to lock down these carriers if they so choose to go in to try to click on that main. See, this is stuff that you don't see with the Koreans, that's for sure. And that's why I'm glad these two are just playing each other off the bat. The winner of this will go play a Gomdor. And yeah, I guarantee Gomdor is not going to allow this. He is not going to sit in his base for 20 minutes with Terran. He will be aggressive. He will not allow all of these cannons being built. Jose playing like an absolute coward right now. And just not a fan of this strategy whatsoever at all, especially if I have to cast it, because it is boring, not only to play in but to watch. Don't see any arbiters or anything here, just content with just picking off a couple of turrets and then running back into the cannons. Just totally gonna mass 1,100 cannons here. Yeah, not a fan of this at all. He's gonna start massing gateway, so Jose is putting him in a situation to potentially do a break-in, but Dingo's just had all the time in the world. Both players have a ginormous bank, and Dingo does have an SCV out here. I'd like to see him build a command center out here so we can start making nukes or something. Because yeah, this is quite the start, but I expect nothing less from these two players. Yeah, gonna get that SCV down there just to get some map control. And yeah, oh my god, what did he just scan there? He's scanning all of these cannons and all these gateways out in the middle. Dingo has his work cut out for him. We see 24 minutes and Dingo has been unable to really leave his base here, just on complete lockdown right now. He sends a couple of unprotected tanks out, but just not really getting anything done. Jose does see. Alright, he did. I think he killed the SCV out on the map. He's gonna start massing pylons all over the place to make sure that he has complete map control. Do see a couple of lockdowns going down. Gonna be picking those off with his Valkyries. His Valkyrie is not fully upgraded yet. Maybe he's just waiting for 3-3 on both of his units to start pushing out. I'm not exactly sure what he's waiting for. Just, yeah, not much going on here. A bunch more scans going down for Dingo. Just seeing that, yeah, this is a nightmare for Terran. Carriers and cannons. Jose just slowly picking off these, and yeah, this just a shitty game. Gonna kill all the carriers. But he has 1,000 Zealots queued up in all of his gateways. Nice Storm's gonna prevent this again from moving out, but The good thing about all these cannons on the side is he can just ignore them, break through, kill middle, and then just start attacking the Protoss player. Dingo has, or Jose has completely neglected doing any kind of drops after those first couple of drops. And sometimes this does happen where you just forget the basics of the matchup and kind of skip some steps in order to do what you're doing. You should slowly transition into going carriers to make sure the Terran is constantly under pressure, but just going into those 2 dumb drops into mass carriers, not ideal. And I just don't think it's going to be effective. I think Dingo is eventually going to win this game, but not after an hour or so of just this constant. He's going to just have to get the right perfect unicomp, but it's going to be constantly back and forth now between carriers and then mass zealot Templars. The Protoss does have complete map control, and he's just missing like 1,000 robos. So I wouldn't mind seeing him just go for one massive drop. There isn't a ton, only really 3 cannons here, 2 bunker. We got a couple Marines in each of these bunkers. But like, I just don't understand what Jose's plan really is. Just to overpower Dingo. Not much to say really here. This is almost yeah, I'm gonna time for it here, because this is one dumb looking game one here between these 2 players. These are 2 players that are easy to hate. That's for sure. And they actually hate each other too. I thought they were best friends. I thought they were brothers, but they were actually talking shit to each other. So that's just what they do. They just talk shit. They were PMing each other before the tournament started. Before the bracket was out, I saw them playing each other. And yeah, they were just talking mad shit to each other. So it's quite funny that they practiced this. To prepare for this tournament, they played each other, and now first round they have to play each other. And this is how it goes. Oh, look at that! We're seeing some kind of push out here. Gonna try to go for the main, and he's actually gonna get it. That's pretty ghosty. He EMP'd that main and ran through all those raids. So that's actually a good first step in the long games. In order to continually mass ground, it is going to take a lot of money. So well done there by Dingo. And now Dingo's just another step in the right direction to win this game. We're going to see a big drop come in here. Mass Reaver's just going to kill a bunch of turrets. Maybe that means he's going to start massing carriers again. Going to take out all these depots, but you can see Dingo has been massing command centers, so the depot's not really important at this point in the game. Actually going to come in for another drop, and he is going to get all of the SCVs, down to 29 SCVs, but he still has his main, and he is pushing out here now with all of that. DT's going to be the unit of choice here, but Dingo making much more progress than Jose. Very well played here by Mr. Dingo. Played that nice and safely. Since I was time scoring, I did miss the mass race build up there. He did that off what, like 4 starports, so that's what took him so long. Another massive drop coming in here. Gonna land right on that main, but gonna be unable to click it. And gonna do very minimal damage now. Dingo has taken out the middle, and he is gonna start killing Jose's main here. Jose massing everywhere else. He actually is gonna take the time to clear all of these cannons out on the sides as well. A little bit unnecessary, but still not the worst, I guess, if you want to start applying pressure from the side here. But here we do see those carriers out once again. Luckily for Dingo, he has rebuilt most of these turrets and did keep some ghosts and air up here. Nice little lockdowns there by Dingo. Gonna make sure that those Reavers do no damage. No Observer. Observer is gonna get picked off here, and all of these carriers gonna go down. So Dingo definitely outplaying Jose, and now is knocking on his front door. This is looking like it is gonna be a Dingo game here. How worth it was to build all of those fucking cannons, idiot Jose. Stupid noob of a man. And yeah, nicely done. Me and Dingo have recently become BattleNet friends. We were 2v2 in this season, so I'm cheering for him in this matchup. I still hate Jose more than any other player I've ever met in my StarCraft career. I used to hate Dingo just because I thought they were best friends, but now that I know they hate each other, and me and Dingo have been 2v2, I'm cheering for Dingo. I'm glad that he won this game. Just massing DTs is the choice for Jose right now. Desperation. He still is hella rich, but he's definitely just buying himself time. One vessel is really all he needs. But I guess he's using the scouts to pick off the vessels and then just going DT. The Protoss vs. Terran version of the Protoss Zerg, where he uses Corsairs to pick off the Overlords and goes DTs, using the scouts to pick off the vessels. Carrier's gonna come in here, but not going to be too much. Just continuing to mass DTs. These carriers are gonna get taken out, and I think this is going to be game over. Slow and steady Dingo played that solid. Probably didn't even need to pick off that main, but still a nice job. Gonna start massing turrets in here, and yeah, this is definitely gonna be GG. Nice lockdowns and well played by Dingo. Pretty annoying, dumb game. I don't usually like to fast forward, but I feel like it was definitely necessary, and I don't think anyone would be opposed to that. And going to go up 1-0. I cut out there for a second, so hopefully that works out. And yeah, I'll see you in game number 2. Game number 2 here. Jose going to be the Zerg. Dingo going to be Protoss. All right, let's go, Team Dingo. Jose, though, has a very good Zerg, but in these positions, Protoss definitely is going to have an easy time dropping. Going to be difficult for the Zerg to prepare for those drops. You know he's going to come from this side, but you're just not going to have much time. So they're going to be able to get sneaked in easily. And thank goodness Dingo is going to go for a mid build. Hopefully he doesn't go too far in the middle. This would be one of those times where if he just did it as choke, it'd be perfect. But he's going to go right into the middle. And yeah, he's going to go for the mid build. Not a bad Protoss build. You see a lot of either Nexus first or mid builds. Those are the two most common Protoss builds in today's meta. And they're both like complete opposites of each other. So we're going to see the 3 gateway. So he stopped probe production at 8. And it's going to go for the triple gateway immediately. Going to continue that probe production now and continue his scouting. So a very powerful mid build here. This is, yeah, a little bit weakens your economy a little bit, but it's going to get those 3 zealots out a lot faster. Because normally if you continue probe production, you build 2, scout, and then build your 3rd one out. Gonna send that 2nd probe out now. Let's see how quickly he gets to see his opponent. Okay, luckily for him, it is going in the right direction. And he is going to scout out Jose in fairly quickly. So this is good. He has 2 probes on the map. I imagine he's going to use those to try to prevent this Sunken from getting down. And then just rally in these zealots. So these next couple of seconds are going to determine how well this game's going for him. Jose has only pulled 1 drone out here, and this drone has been unable to get the Sunken colony down right now. So these drones, or these probes, doing a good job delaying these drones is going to get those both up. But now we have 3 probes and these first 2 zealots in here. the Zerglings pop out, are able to pick off one of these probes, but this one Sunken is definitely going to go down. Was able to produce 6 Zerglings, but he's a little late on this second, or the third, I guess, Sunken colony going down. Gonna have to non-stop build Zerglings here. He did pull another probe out here, and he's gonna opt to run by. No, he's a little bit of a miss micro here by Dingo, and Jose is going to live through this. He did have to build a lot of Zerglings, and he's still building. He's building 10 more Zerglings right now, so he is going big on this defense, and I think Dingo kind of picked up on that and is going to go back home with 2 of his Zealots. Unless it's just a misclick. Yeah, okay, maybe he misclicked that. But a lot of these Zerglings are going to be out on the map here. And if I know Jose is going to go right into the exact right direction here. Still building Zerglings, so this is going to be an all-in counterattack with Zerglings. This can sometimes catch the mid-build off guard. At the very least, I think he's going to be able to take out the middle, but these Zealots working together nicely there. Pretty decent micro, not a bad exchange there, but he only has 1 pylon out here. He is building a forge out here, and Jose does not know where he is, but he is going to pick off this pylon, but I think before the Zealots reach out, it's going to be close. Look at that. That is unfortunate for Dingo. Jose gonna have an opportunity here. He has started drone production now, and he's gonna send all of these Zerglings out on the map. Dingo has nothing right now. He's just hoping that these cannons can get up. He's gonna have to stack up these probes here to fight. So this is very well played here by Jose. Jose is gonna get a counterattack off on here. 3 cannons being built. He's going to have to pull all of his probes here to try to defend this. He needs to buy himself time, but I don't know what he's doing right now. He's not stacking them properly right now. And these Zerglings are really doing some massive damage right now. You can see the Zerg has taken the lead on in workers. Not the best stack here by Mr. Dingo. A little bit of a miss micro here, but Jose also not going to try to keep these Zerglings alive. Both of those players could have done better in the situation, but I think Jose definitely came out on top there. Was able to get a couple more hatcheries down, continued to build more Zerglings, and yeah, Dingo lost a lot of workers there, not only mining time but workers also. So I think Jose is going to win this game, picking off these pylons once again. Still no cannons up to, so if these Zerglings are micro properly, it's going to be really annoying for Dingo still to defend this. And he cannot afford to lose any more probe than he does lose a little bit more probe. This, I think, this is going to be GG here. Very nicely done by Jose, and you can see Jose just microing his heart out right now. Yeah, but he has a bank at home. So yeah, not looking good for Dingo. I'm not even sure what Dingo can do in this situation. He's gonna have to throw down a 3rd Nexus, I think. Does cancel that 1 cannon, but just another huge round of drones gonna be produced by Jose. Jose probably just going to throw down that Hydralisk Den and just go for a quick kill here. Dingo definitely in some trouble in this second game. Jose can definitely afford to throw down at least 4 more hatcheries, if not more. I'd like to see 1 more gas, but instead he's going to go for a layer, so maybe just going to go into mutas, which I don't think I would like. Going right for that Hydralisk speed. Dingo going to try to lock Jose in. Does throw down that 3rd Nexus, but I think he just took way too much damage in that early game. And yeah, just starting to build those Hydras now. I don't think there is a chance Dingo can stop this. He's going to have to build a million cannons. He's going to have to do what Jose did last game and just mass cannons here at the choke to just try to buy some time for him to get his probe count back up. You can see 41 drones to 22 probes. I wonder if he's just gonna go out once Hydra's speed is done. I think that's what he's gonna do. He is supply blocked right now. Gonna have to build more than 2 overlords, but I think he just gonna mass Hydras. Should be able to do the trick here for Mr. Jose, and I think he's gonna be able to tie the series up. Gas gonna go down 2 for Dingo, throwing down a bunch more hatcheries. Queen's Nest and a Spire, so yeah, just still playing it safe. I think normally if it was just a normal SCW game, he would have just pushed out. But he is going to play it safe, gonna keep all of those Hydras just for the drop pickoff, get his economy going, and then just go for a Super Guardian breakout. Which you can't hate the player for. Yeah, I respect it. It's just better than attacking in here and losing all of your Hydras to all of these cannons. Dingo, knowing that the only way he was going to live is to mass cannons at the choke. Overlord's getting a nice scout off on everything. Dingo going for the double Stargate, knowing that Guardians are definitely going to be coming out at some point or another. But yeah, I just think he's way too far behind. Muta's going to come out here, and there's only 2 cannons for anti-air, so maybe these Mutas are just going to be able to do it. Not even going to need Guardians, and I think this main's going to go down. Jose going to tie this series up, countering that mid build like a boss. Going to get that main. And yeah, this is definitely going to be GG here for Mr. Jose. We're going to be tied up 1-1 once Dingo accepts defeat. Not want to give up though. 500 USD, that's life-changing money. And yeah, he's saying something about TR12. Dingo is a crybaby. Even though I like him more than Jose, he still is a crybaby. So yeah, we're gonna jump into game number 3. All tied up 1-1. Nicely done by Jose. See you in the next game. Number 3. Dingo, Terran, Jose, Zerg. Let's see how she goes. These 2 guys do not like to play fast, that's for sure. Or yeah, like they like their long games. So we're gonna see just a standard hatchery first here, and a standard 3 barracks. This is definitely good for Terran early game. A little bit harder once it gets into that late game, as the Guardians drops everything, do not have that far of a path to go. Going to scout the Terran almost, or the Zerg almost immediately, and that is just really good for Terran. You can just time your gases out way better. Gonna go for this bunker rush, but he did not go for quicker barracks, so I don't think this is going to do anything. But at the very least, it is making Jose pull a bunch of drones, and he does get the bunker up and is preventing more Sunkens from going down. So maybe he is going to be able to do it, but he should be taking these Marines out to kill that Sunken. Instead, he's just going to go for that hatchery, and that could be a big time. That could be big, because Zerg needs that hatchery for production. Losing a hatchery that early is big, but yeah, not gonna do anything as I suspected. Did make Jose pull, or did make Dingo pull. Jose, yeah, no, made Jose, I was right the first time. Made Jose pull a bunch of drones to defend this. Gonna have some Zerglings out here, splitting them up nicely to get some scouting information off. Going to see the timing of that gas. That's one thing. Going for that bunker rush, it does slow down it does slow you down a little bit because you lost 3 SUVs, or at least pulled 3 SUVs, and you put $100 in that bunker, which could be a geyser or something else. Gonna see 2 very quick gas for Jose. This is looking to me like a Muta build. Normally you only get 1 earlier, but I guess maybe he forgot to get his gas. Keeping these Zerglings alive while he's microing this pretty nicely. Does get himself a nice worker count lead, pushing these Sunkens forward to buy himself as much time as possible. Do see that double factory going down for Terran and the command center that we did see earlier, and actually landed a barracks to get a fire bat in here. Jose was able to spot that though, and pull all of his drones away. Just gonna lift that though and put it on top of this mineral patch, which can be annoying. Gonna try to get the drones. Actually did get a couple drones there. Not bad at all. Just getting any drones is good, and gonna land that on here. We do see that spire go down and the quick Queen's Nest. So this is gonna be a Guardian. Quick mutas into Guardians instead of the Lurker Defiler into Guardians. But we do see that Hydra Den going down too now, so he will be getting that as well. Don't know how much I like this follow-up of 2 more additional barracks. He did lift one of his original barracks to get those fire bats out. Do see a nice little stim push in here with his tanks and marines. And I also don't like building your supply depots on the side here like this. They're going to be very vulnerable to those Guardians, using this engineering bay to scout off. This barracks still alive up here. That hive is going to be done at 8 minutes. And Jose has more than enough time to get up his tech. Don't see Defiler Den quite yet. I think this drone is going to go out there to make that Defiler Den. Do see that Defiler Den and the slow tank push forward. But Jose has a nice healthy drone count up to 44 drones. And yeah, this push is not going to work. Dingo is going to have to transition a pretty late science facility out. So luckily for him, Jose did not go very quick lurkers. But yeah, we're going to have to see a transition here. Getting that 3rd command center up and his Terran armory. Greater Spire almost done. Gonna have some Guardians out to push this back, so I think Jose is gonna have no problem holding on to this. Nice job with those sunken concave to not allow the Zerg any entrance in here. Couple of Zerglings gonna try to pick off a tank, and with the help of some splash damage, they are successful. Do you see that 1 lurker? Gonna need to be scanned, as the Defilers are quite late here. Even chose to build a Wraith before his vessels. But yeah, Guardian's gonna be out, losing a lot of Marines to these sunken colonies. And not gonna have really any anti-air now that his Marines are mostly all dead. To kill this, Defiler's now out. And Jose should be able to reclaim his choke here. And there isn't too much of a follow-up here for Dingo. Dingo did not macro perfectly at home. You can see his minerals. Sometimes this does happen. You get carried away on your push. It does take a lot of micro to keep your Marines alive while also constantly unsieging and sieging up your tanks. So this does not mean you're a bad player, but Jose is going to be alive, going to be able to reestablish that choke, and going to be able to start constantly swarming there. We'll see what Dingo's choice is to counter this. Building a lot of Wraith now, so I think he's going to go for a just try to kill the main once again with a Wraith like he did in that last game. Nicely done. I can hear him scanning all over the place too. Going to see exactly what's going on, and there we go. We see that Lurker's down here. going to start making creep colonies, and he's going to start making spores, I'd imagine, instead of sunkens, to make sure that those vessels can't be picking off his defilers. Not the prettiest base by Dingo. Dingo playing his heart out right now, but these raids doing a pretty good job picking off those units that are unprotected. Do see a bunch of spores going down now, knowing that the Eradicatates are going to be a thing. Hopefully he has burrow. I imagine he does. He's at 59 drones. Oh, gonna go for the eraser, but nice burrow here on everything. Not going to be an issue. Massing starport, just massing Wraith right now, which is interesting. Spreading out these lurkers around here so there's not a mass drop. Not going to do any damage taking that ledge with your tanks. Always a knowing, as they are able to reach over here. 2 lurkers only right now. And yeah, starting to mass vessels. Mass vessel tank is your ideal thing. Vessel coming in down here. Gonna get both Erads. And Jose did not notice that, so he's actually gonna get alled right there. I wonder what he was doing to not see that. Oh, I guess maybe just pushing forward, but he actually is gonna get alled, which is going to hurt Mr. Jose. Dingo getting nice and big now. A lot of starports and a good number of factories. He is going to be able to constantly push, constantly harass here. Do see some overlords getting loaded up to go for a drop, and not a lot of defense here. I guess he does have these wraith here at the main if he's able to pick this off, but this is a nice little maneuver here for Jose. He is going to get the swarm down and a couple of lurkers down here. 6 lurkers. Gonna start eradicating the lurkers, and I don't think he's gonna be able to get the main, but he did get quite a few SCVs. Dingo's down to 19 SCVs. Jose doing a good job continually swarming here at the front, also burrowing some Zerglings there, which can be annoying. Your tanks sometimes target them instead of the lurkers. You can accidentally eradicate them. Nice little Erad on that Defiler. Gonna get one last swarm before it explodes to the Eradicate. And yeah, Dingo just staying alive right now. Or Jose just staying alive right now. Dingo constantly harassing and keeping pressure on that choke. Even though he doesn't have detection. Okay, now he does have detection, which you'd always want detection just in case he's a little late on those swarms, and you can start killing off those lurkers. You see another eraser attempt over there. I would like to see him build some Valkyries and do the defensive matrix eradicate over here, as there's not much anti-air. They could definitely delay a lot the drones here. Slowly eradicating each of these lurkers. Jose gonna be forced to remake them. And once again, we just have ourselves a long game. Both players just, they're pretty evenly matched, so neither of them are really able to just overpower each other. They have played each other a lot of times, but as you see, there we go. That's exactly what you want those vessels there. Swarm went down, but now they're shooting against these Zerglings when there's no lurker, so he should be able to push forward here. Trying to get some guardians over there. Nice pull of the one eradicated defiler or guardian. Let's see what the upgrades at. 2-2, 1-1. So Dingo having the upgrade lead. Nice little plague thrown down there. I wonder why he's doing that and not just using his geysers at home. This is something you do when you lose your main. But another boring game from these two. I was hoping to be a little bit more exciting. At least if they were BMing each other, this would be a little bit more exciting. But I'm not going to lie, this isn't anything too crazy going on. Maybe he's gonna start doing the defensive matrix on here. Jose's money is staying low. He's not able to even like mass hatcheries yet. Just building a lot of defense. And like the game is just at a standstill right now. Do see that defensive matrix, Defiler or Valkyrie going in now. Nice burrow, though not going to get too much damage. Hey, yeah. Not much to say, really. Looks like he's going for a big drop, maybe. Getting those some extra overlords to buffer for the actual drop, and a bunch of devours, a lot of devours actually. Oh, we do see a nuke. Okay, an uncloaked ghost. That's actually, I like that. I like that a lot. Gonna take out 4 sunken colonies and a couple spores. Do see this push over here, but just not enough. Gonna pick off a couple supply depots to get back his choke. But there really isn't a lot of like tanks down here. I do like that. The bunker's full of fire bats. That's pretty Gosu. Pretty Gosu idea. They will be able to attack the lurkers under the swarm. Do see another defensive matrix. Valkyrie up here. Gonna get a couple of drones actually there. So nicely done that. I do like the idea of building those starports down there so he can be attacking from both sides. Where are the new? Okay, just building one. He just has one nuke silo. So we do see another nuke right there. Gonna force him to pull back the lurkers. You know, I think he canceled it. Anticlimactic. I did hear some erads. Is he defensive matrixing these two, or is he just setting them in? Yeah, there we go. Okay, he is de-matrixing the Valkyries. This is what you have to do versus Zerg. Just to make sure they're borrowing a lot of Devourers, so very interesting that he's using that to counter this, but just not going to be that effective versus Terran. Not really effective in general as a unit in StarCraft. And just in very particular situations, like I guess if you're going like, even then, I would prefer swarmed Hydras and Lurkers over Devourers for the most part, but gonna go for a massive Guardian Devour attack over here on the side. Just continuing to swarm down his choke. And yeah, throwing out some eradicates. A bunch of eradicates. A couple of Guardians stay alive. See, now if he followed this up with a draw. Oh, another nuke going down. Is he nuking right there? Oh, I don't like that nuke. Gonna kill more of his own tanks there. This Guardian's staying alive. He needs to follow this up with a lurker drop. But nicely done by Dingo, pulling up some tanks, waiting for his units to build out of his starports, and gonna hold that off. Can easily be able to rebuild turrets. I do hear overlords loading up now, so Jose really going to be trying to get that main, but Dingo just has such a big bank that I don't think it really matters. Another defensive matrix. Valkyrie gonna go in here, gonna force a burrow to slow down Mr. Jose's economy, but I'm thinking that Dingo's gonna win this game. Jose just does not have much of a bank. And slowly but surely, I think Dingo is going to be able to break in. I don't think he's going to lose his man. I think he has more than enough here to defend that. Does try a drop there, but doesn't look. It looks like they all got destroyed the second that they dropped out of there before any swarms could go down. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy watching that last series compared to this series. The skill difference is absolutely noticeable. Gomdor and Thanks, everything that they were doing was impressive, and then you watch these two and you're like, maybe I don't ever want to play fastest ever again, because these guys making this look not fun at all. They're making it look like you'd kill yourself before you kill someone else. But they are both good players. You cannot deny that. They are solid. I think either one is going to get blasted by Gomdor, but I am interested to see the more standard SCW style go up against Gomdor. These two are definitely consistent, high-ranking SCW players, consistently in the top 10. Both able and both have won seasons before, so it will be interesting to see that playstyle up against the Gomdor, and yeah, we will get to see that next. And there won't be any hour games that next series. I can almost guarantee it. Gomdor will die before he goes to an hour game. But Jose actually making some progress here. May be able to get out, but just opting to re-establish more spores here, and we may just have to time for it. I know I might miss something on here, but oh, nuke. We'll slow down for the nuke. Nuke going down and going to kill. It only looks like one lurker. It's weird that it's annoying that it doesn't show how much, or it doesn't consider a nuke kill as part of the ghost kill. You'd think that he'd get credit for that, risking his life to get that close to a nuclear bomb. I'd give him credit, but hey, I am not his chain of command, so I'm not going to say anything. We do see Dingo slowly getting in here at the 37-minute mark, just to be met with more Zergling Lurker Defiler. And yeah, you know what? I'm excited to see Riddick versus Gold SCV. Gosu Riddick has been talking up. It's been talking up his game. He says he's gonna bash Gold SCV. So looking forward to Riddick. He was able to get in because Momo, who was actually murking everybody, not Momo, Vulture, who's playing under the name Momo GK, had to go on holidays and is unable to participate in the tournament. So the number 9 spot, Riddick, was able to get in, and yeah, he is. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Mr. Riddick, Gosu Riddick, playing versus Gold SCV. Hopefully we see an upset by him. I'd be down for that. Oh man, I wish there was more strategic value commentary I could bring to a game like this, but there just is not. At this point, I just want someone to die. I don't even care who, if it means the game ends. Oh, what a surprise! Jose is gonna swarm. But actually, you know what? There's a lot of spores are down here now, so these vessels are able to get a good vision on these defilers. But a nuke. Slow down for the nuke. Seeing a nuke go down here, and there is 4 lurkers here. Gonna get kapowed by the nuke. Nice. And once again, Dingo or Jose is getting low on economy. He must have lost some of those drones when I was times a million it, because he has been constantly doing those defense matrix Valkyries in here. And now he needs to spread out his fucking tanks. Puts them over here. Puts them up here. So one swarm can't just keep doing this to you. You have to spread out your units. Make him use more than one swarm. He has at least pushed this back, so this is good, and he is continually eradicating these defilers, so maybe this is going to be the end here. Jose continuing to just do the exact same thing over and over and over again, and expecting something different to occur, expecting to catch Dingo off guard, but Dingo is all over it. Once again, gonna make him burrow or die. Nice little Valkyrie eraser here, is scanning once again, and he does almost have him penetrated. This looks like it's the beginning of the end, but it also could not be. He's just really low on gas. Gonna now use these Guardians to push this back. Is he building more? He does have now 2 nuclear silos. I'm gonna use the nice little eraser maneuver here instead of wasting a bunch of erads on all of these Guardians. He is going to just erad his own vessels and use that to kill them all. These tanks have to push forward though. Come on, Dingo, push your fucking tanks forward, bro. Do not let him get this. I think he's gonna do it though. I think Dingo has won this game. No. Why? Why'd you let him do that? Dingo! You see the first Scourge here. Nice Plague again. Nice Ensnare. I think this is all because Dingo tried to do that dumb bunker rush. If he just would have played normal, I think he could have broken him earlier. But his macro also just failed a little bit during that push. We got one nuke making. Oh, picked off a lot of overlords there. Once again, Jose low on gas. Nuclear launch, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. We got a nuke, how many? Oh, please, for the love of God, move your vessels. Oh God, oh God, oh God. At what cost? At what cost? Why? Why, Dingo? Why do you play so well sometimes? It looks so good, but then looks so bad. Oh, gonna go for a little tank drop. The little 47-minute tank drop. Okay. Alright, Dingo. Alright. You gonna send in 4 dropships at 46 minutes? Oh, and 2 Goliath. Yeah, I think that'll win. I think that'll do it. I think that's what you were missing the whole time. This, my friends, is why you want to kill a Zerg ASAP. Like, what is this? This is something that I don't mind, but like, he should have done this so long ago. No detection here. He could have killed all of these lurkers, but alright, so he is gonna scan. Does scan here. Oh, to kill the. Gonna use the defiler as a little. Okay, he's just gonna drop here. Okay, no, I don't hate that. He is gonna draw Jose's attention away from the choke. Another nuke going down. Okay. Okay. Alright. This time he's not gonna kill 1,000 vessels with it. Kabam! I like it. He moved all of his lurkers up here. He only has one defiler that I can see. Making him burrow once again. Is this gonna be the right combo to get in here? Get in there. Put some tanks over here. Put some tanks up here. Do it, Dingo. Come on, Dingo. No, he's just gonna feed them all together in one spot so one swarm can take them all down. Okay, wait. No, never mind. He's gonna clump them all up so one swarm can kill them all. Yeah. Oh, but oh shit! He actually killed them all before they burrowed. Oh shit! Okay. All right, Dingo. Another defensive-less matrix, and gonna get, or at least force a burrow. Gonna get a couple overlords. Move forward. Move forward, Dingo. All of your attention should be on this. You have him. He just has to move forward. He just has to move forward. Yeah, stop going for eradicates. That's not important at this moment. Getting his money is not as important. There we go. Move in. Move in. Spread your tank though. I think this should be good now. I think he should be good. I think he did it. No swarm, no defiler. He's losing them all before the swarm goes down. This isn't going to be enough to kill all of his tanks. Alright. Alright. Now don't you dare lose all of these to just Zerglings. We see another nuke go down. I like it. Where is this ghost? There's the ghost. The nuke's in here. The vessels obviously have to die with it. That's part of his ritual. And we see the nuke go down, and I think that's going to be GG. Please, Dingo. You got him down to 70 supplies. Send your tanks in. Just finish them. I swear to God, if he gets back into this game. No, this is definitely GG. Oh, look at now he wants to move his tanks over here. That's what we want though. That's what we want. Oh my God, why is he sieging them right here? Doesn't make any fucking sense, Dingo, you dog shit Dingo. Alright, 99 minerals. Okay. Jose's fucking dead. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Yeah, okay. Good God. See you guys in the next fucking game. Alright. Jose? No, what is this? Oh shit. How do you make it red? There we go. Red versus blue. We got Jose, Protoss. Oh no. Dingo Terran. Okay, you know what? This is actually good because he should be able to get spot abused. And we're seeing a mid build. Okay. Alright. Is that how the first game started? No, it didn't start like a mid build. No, he went for a choke right away. Okay, so thank God Jose not going to do that dumbass build that he did in the first game. Gonna go for a mid build. see if he stopped. No, he didn't stop. Is he gonna stop probes at 8 to build 3? Yeah, he does. He does do it. Gonna build the 3 on 8. Oh no, he built 9. That's why. That's why it's a little bit delayed on that last one. And we're gonna see the standard Terran 3 barracks. Only sending one probe out and just checking the chokes here to see if he's up against a Zerg player. Is actually going to meet up with this Marine, and he is going to know that the Terran is in the bottom middle position. The Marine going to come out here and see that Zealot, and now he's going to know that it is a mid build. So let's see how Dingo does. Instantly going to throw up a bunker. A good timed bunker, getting it right when you want it, not going to slow down any of his depots or Marine productions. So that's good, a good start. Wants to pick off that probe. He definitely saw that probe sneak in there. I'm going to build another bunker, cancels the bunker, okay, just repositions it a little bit. Do you see that forge down here? 2 Zealots and 3 Zealots now in production. And let's see the micro. Not the greatest from Dingo. Pretty good from Jose. I would like to see him start to throw down cannons right away, but maybe this is just a decoy pylon and he's going to mass up here, which isn't bad because it's going to going to be at the choke, which is what you want. You do want to keep these Zealots alive, so nice job bringing them down here to distract the Marines, but you don't want to lose them. Gonna go for a pretty good trade here. Not target. Okay, that we did see. That I think that was a target. Yeah, okay, he is targeting them. Nicely done here. First cannon gonna go down. We don't see an academy yet here, so I think Dingo's just gonna go right into a factory. Oh no, he does have an academy. Okay, he did just build his academy now. He's gonna see that those cannons are up. Gonna push forward with another bunker, but that is gonna get taken out. And does he have enough Marines now to push this back, or is he gonna just have to wait for his tanks? Do you want to see that factory go down? Dingo can't afford to build a factory. I'd like to see him throw it down there at his back. But pretty good so far, pretty good micro by both players here. Needs to cancel that bunker. And Jose gonna start pushing forward. Nothing back at home, no cannon transition or no gas transition yet. So he is going so far all in with this push. And Dingo, like, doing a pretty good job, but he's also banking up a lot of money out. He can throw down a command center and a factory right now, but he is just focusing on microing. Staying alive is also a pretty good idea. He's going to get the stim before range, which can be good, can be bad. Going to pick off that one forward cannon. And doing a pretty good job of picking off these Zealots and keeping him far back. We do see that factory going down now. Would like to see a command center down as well. Building another bunker right here. Jose going to target down this frontal bunker. Nice little pull out there from Dingo. And now he does have fire bats and medics out, so he should be just fine now. And we do see the 2 assimilators before a cybernetics core. There is a little bit of an opening here for Dingo. So what Brain used to do a lot versus this cannon push, he would just completely ignore like the cannon push, and he just bring his Marines and medics out here. He was so good at microing his medics his Marines and medics once he had medics, that he would just be able to overpower the Zealots, out micro them with Marine medic. We'll see how good Dingo's micro is. A little bit sloppy there, losing 4 or 5 Marines from the slow Zealots. not the greatest trade, but clearing out the Zealots will be still good for the Terran player. Getting a starport and the Terran factory down, repairing the barracks and the bunker. And I think, yeah, I definitely don't think Dingo's going to die to this. And I don't see any follow-up still from Jose. Oh, he did get a command center. I just didn't see it. So nicely done. He did get the command center and the factory. And yeah, he hasn't really lost anything yet. This tank is going to be popping out very shortly. Siege mode is going to be done at basically the same time as when that tank pops out. Getting the eBay, because lurkers could be, or DTs could be coming out around this time if he was going for them earlier. But just getting that Citadel of Adun now is going to be very delayed. Let's see if he goes for a dropship or a science facility. Getting those turrets up now, and that first tank is going to be able to start pushing these cannons back. Jose needs to, needs to do something here. Getting additional barracks down now, so I guess if he did lose one, so he's rebuilding another one there. These zealots are definitely going to die. Going to pick off a little lone medic over there and go after this tank. But unless the tank gets stuck, now the tank is definitely going to survive. And yeah, Dingo is going to hold. Not the easiest thing to do versus Jose's mid build, but he does it. Templar of Archives nearly done. Getting 4 cannons around his base. Not going to be enough to stop a tank drop. Will be enough to stop a fire bats though if they do decide to run out. And be okay if he is able to, if Dingo's able to break out. Dingo should be thinking about going on the offense, but I think he does need a, I don't know what, why does he always get a Wraith first? That's so weird. I guess just to prevent drops. Good versus Reaver drops, slow drop ships. But I would rather see a science facility. Getting his 3rd command center down, and Dingo played great this time. Goon range and storm. So I don't even think he built. Oh, he did build 3 DTs, but I don't think they're going to do anything. Would like to see, yeah, that science facility down so he can start being offensive. 1 vessel will be good. Getting this scout off here. Only 2 cannons remain, but the DTs are going to prevent a counterattack for now. Gonna try to go in here and see what they can get done. Nicely done by Dingo. Did spot that immediately and is able to pick that off. Building the turrets here at the front, but none far behind. Oh, he does have 1 back there. Okay. Okay. So yeah, he'll be just fine here. DTs though are being annoying, but I think as long as Dingo doesn't lose too much to these couple DTs, he will be in a prime time spot. Good micro there from Mr. Jose. DT's are doing work, and okay, Jose actually is doing quite well now. He's picking off a lot with these DTs. These DTs definitely doing way more damage than they should have, saving his life right now. Look at that. Oof. Dingo sloppy with his turret placement. Do see High Templars out now with Storm upgraded. As long as he doesn't just rally them in here. Sloppy there stuff. You see those cannons up for that tank drop. Vessel almost out, and I think once that vessel goes out, I don't even actually no, not anymore. Not anymore. He's not going to be able to just counterattack once that vessel is out. But maybe he does have enough production. Maybe he can do this. I don't see any robotics facility here, so Dingo just gonna have to deal with a huge frontal mass attack. Did he scan it yet? Yeah, he did scan out front. Don't know how much he saw. Reestablishing his choke. Not going to go... I guess I should have known that these players aren't going to try to get too aggressive. They are playing it safe. They do have $500 on the line. They don't want to make any mistakes. Unfortunately for us viewers. But yeah, these gateways are really, really close to that Terran. So once Jose pushes here, if he does not do a good trade, Dingo is going to be able to establish his siege tanks and marines here and start taking out all of these gateways, and he has nothing at home. Building a Corsair, I don't know what the fuck that Corsair is for. He has no robo, so just going full mass. An Arbiter Tribunal being built. A temp drop would be huge right now. DT still getting some work done here. And here we go. We see a big push, pulling out the fire baths to stim them, putting them back into the bunkers. A lot of storms going down, but that's a lot of fire bats in these bunkers. And he does have a lot of bunkers. He also has a supply lead, so this should not kill Dingo. Dingo should be able to hold on here. He does not have many siege tanks, though. He does need to pull some of these siege tanks out to the front, but I still think he'll be just fine here. Has a good number of barracks to rebuild. And he can just slowly inch out now, I think, these bunkers out to the front, and he should be okay. I got my money on Dingo this game. Where is that DT? Oh my god, these DTs. Doing work. I don't like that. Trinkling in 12 zealots all by themselves, not the best idea. Starting to bass gateways at home, knowing that his middle gateways are vulnerable. Look at that Artosis pylon there. And yeah, I think Jose just needs to just slowly push out his bunkers. He is doing that now, slowly pushing out his bunkers to the middle, and he should have no problems here winning this game. This is Dingo's game to lose. If it wasn't for those fucking DTs, Dingo could have and should have won a lot earlier, but he let those DTs just decimate his army. He was ahead so much supply. But Terran bunkers and tanks, pretty good. Yep, gonna push forward here. Starting to build those carriers. Jose loves his carriers. Upgrades at 1-1. 2 upgrades on the Marines. EMP, nice EMP there on those High Templars. Pretty sure they were A-moved anyway, but better to be safe than sorry. And this should be a G. I do not see Jose holding on. 143 to supply to maxed out Terran. Good amount of barracks and tanks. Another scan gonna go down. Scanning the top scanning the base. Gonna build some turrets, as we know Jose loves his DTs. And yeah, pretty good job. Pretty good job. Dingo has a very solid Terran. Bunch more scans going down. And gonna enter this base. Jose trying to mass cannons. It's his #1 favorite hobby, is to amass those cannons, but he's pylon stuck, and not even cannons are gonna save you this time. I guess they didn't save you last time either. One final kind of push here to save him. Nice storm there. Holy, 8. I think it looks like way more than 8. But yeah, just sending these Zealots in here, not going to do anything. And yeah, this should be GG. He's oh god, he's building 6 carriers, which will easily be dealt with by Marines, but gotta respect the hustle here. Look at him massing pylons up here, as he is pylon stuck. This medic is gonna spot it. Another scan gonna go down up. He does have enough for an EMP. Another scan going down. Where did I don't see? Oh, I don't see where that scan went. Nice job picking off the pylons. Ooh, go through Widow Mine there. Yeah, this should be GG. Oh, that'd be Ghost if he picked off this pylon. I think he's gonna be able to pick it off before the carriers pop out, and that should definitely be the nail in the coffin, even though I'm pretty sure he is already nailed in pretty badly. Dingo does love to be super passive on sending his tanks forward, but I think he'll still do it in time this time. Jose going for his old classic DT trick. Not one to give up. Dingo sending forward his SCVs. Usually you do that to build a bunch of turrets in case there is some kind of carriers, which yeah, he is going to start doing. Unnecessary, but why not? And yeah, it looks like Dingo is going to be up 3-1. 3-1. 3 wins, 1 loss. Needs 1 win away to go on and face Gomdor. Gomdor. What a fun name to say, Gomdor. Last ditch effort to save his main in the probes. Got his 1 carrier, not quite going to be enough. EMP on the main. Go, Sue. Dingo. Get it, boy. Get it, boy. Bam. GG. It's funny, I think they say GG to each other, though. They still respect each other enough to say GG, but no one else. Alright, let's just times speed this because it's obviously game over. Dingo, though, gonna spend every last fucking dime he has, even try to rebuild his Nexus. But he needs to fuck right off and die in this game. Oh, he doesn't say GG after all that. After saying all that, he doesn't say GG. I thought they respected each other, but clearly they do not. And yeah, that's part 1 of Jose versus Dingo. I can't say I'm looking forward to them finishing this series, but I am looking forward to seeing one of them die to Gomdor. Later, GG. This was 2 nightmarish games. 2 good games, 2 nightmare games. Fuck Jose, fuck Dingo, GG. See you guys in part 2.